Hello, and welcome back to the #1 survival guide of the cylinder. And today, our track will take us to the sweltering desert. As the sun sets upon the dunes, you see a flock of sand geese in front of you. These highly derived woodpeckers descend upon the deserts at night to scavenge. As you continue further into the desert, you see a cloud of dust in front of you, and the clanging of metal. It was two armor-backed scorpions fighting over a long-dead carcass laying in the desert. Those metal sounds you heard earlier were caused by those two massive front limbs that eyewitnesses report being able to crush bone and metal alike, such as travelers' swords and shields. Their tails are also very formidable weapons, able to release venom with the consistency of syrup, causing things such as blood clots and severe muscle atrophy. However, if extracted correctly, could be used as mortar. These creatures also actually start their lives in water, being born in oases and small creeks. You hear the sound of wind picking up behind you. You look up and see a deathwing dragon. In the sky, deathwing dragons appear similar to just any dragon, really. But on the ground, it's a completely different story. They appear much more like a vulture or something of an eagle, holding their wings high up above their head. It's thought that they perform this behavior to protect themselves from the hot desert sun, almost like an umbrella or hat. It's thought that these dragons are the only species in Draconis that actually give live birth, mainly because the desert is much too harsh for them to find a sufficient place to nest. So instead, they will live in a pouch nestled in their parents' scales for the first few months of their life before they can fly. And surprisingly, these dragons aren't actually very hostile towards humans, at least the living ones. For you see, deathwing dragons get their name by scavenging for dead or almost dead animals. They do this by using psychic magic that they have in their very blood, which allows them to search the desert for animals that are about to die. So, if a deathwing dragon looks your way, you might want to reconsider your life choices. Continuing on, you find yourself in a valley between two dunes. After a while, you begin to hear the sound of scratching or scrambling on the desert sands. You look down and see a dog mole. Being a keystone species, these animals are mainly prey for most predators out here in the desert. Once the dog mole saw you, it retreated back into its burrow, but afterwards, you had a lingering feeling of unease. As the wind sped up and the sand began to ripple and vibrate as if it were water. The shockwave knocks you back as you see the gaping maw of a sand dragon appear from the dust. These dragons live under the sand of the deserts and ambush anything trying to scavenge in their domain. These dragons hunt by encasing their prey in a glass cage by using their firepower on the sand around them, making these one of the most dangerous dragons in the world, including to humans. The dragon jumps up out of the sand, using its wings to temporarily glide, similar to something of a flying fish. It then uses its breath weapon to encase you in a glass coffin forevermore. Bringing an end to this chapter of this #1 survival guide of the cylinder.